Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins, that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedon, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority. Opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedon, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
The Nawasa.
All right, we're going to come back to that one in a moment. So we got to officially say welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson. And yes, a moment ago, I tried to put on my program and my son unplugged my microphone. Anyway,
yeah, the struggle is real. Just remind him of those things when he gets big and he tries to be, anyway, let's leave that alone. Welcome again to another Mikey Live program. And of course, this is where it all happens. We talk about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. There is no other. You know what I mean? We don't have a horse in the race, so we have to tell you as it is. So let's talk about what's going to be in the news for tonight. Help is again needed to find a teenager. This time it's a 14-year-old girl who was gone missing, and police, they are looking for her. The family members, they are looking for her as well. Residents are found dead in St. Patrick House fire. That's another thing that we'll be talking about. Caribbean faces uncertain conditions into rainfall season. And derelict vehicle removal campaign launched today, and the COVID has taken severe mental health toll. All right, we'll talk about that. And fighting rages in Ukraine as Russia troops claim city. So we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Folks, gotta let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, and of course all the other companies who are part of this program. We want to say thank you very much. All right, so folks, we're taking a very quick break because we have already covered most of our ads. When we come back, it's real news in Olililolo. And remember, if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please share the program. Remember, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead and share the business. We'll be back.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Alrighty, that's right, committed to meeting customers' needs. So let's get right into what's making the news. News coming into us right now is that a fire in St. Patrick occurred moments ago, and of course we are able to show you some footage of that. Now this is a very fluid situation taking place right now in St. Patrick, where a house is said to be on fire. Now also they are saying that there are occupants of the house who they do not believe was able to make it out in time. All right, but of course that's a lot of information that has not yet been verified by the authorities. So whatever we tell you, we have to let you know at least that it is not confirmed by the police. But yes, we have received reports from individuals who we have on the ground, and as well some other sources who say yes, that residents from that particular house is found dead. And of course, once we are able to get some sort of confirmation from the authorities, then we'll be able to share that with you. There are also a lot of speculations in terms of what has happened, what caused this fire, but again, we will leave that for the authorities to confirm. Maybe we'll be able to get that confirmation later on tonight, if not tonight, at least by tomorrow, God's willing. That again, fire or situation is happening in Madays in St. Patrick. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, we've received word of this fire, and that there is at least one individual who is feared dead from that incident, and another individual, there are speculations as well, who authorities say they are not able to find. All right, so we will again be able to speak with the authorities at a later time and be able to share some more details on that incident with you. So again, make sure, if you're going to relay what we are saying or relate it to somebody else, that we said that this is not confirmed information. We have not received confirmation from the authorities on this. But of course, we have individuals on the ground who is communicating the information to us. All right. We are moving on. We are also hearing that today was an interesting day for workers at the GIDC. That's right. They say that it's now over 24 hours since staff members at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, GIDC, has decided to take protest action for an increase in wages. Yesterday they took to, outside of the building, protest. All right, so they were waving their, actually, I did not see anybody with cards. I'm not sure that if they, but they were wearing armbands and so on, right? And so the workers, they are saying, I mean, it's time. You understand? Particularly the permanent employees at the GIDC, they believe that they've been treated unfairly, as a 0% increase has been offered to them over a 3-year period. What is a 0% increase? A movie? Anyway. Oh gosh, we might have a Grimes on the program tomorrow or the day after, to talk to us more about that business. Yeah, Zan. Anyway, lately that talk. Earlier, another teenager has gone missing. Her picture is on your screen right now. Yes? Let me just do this, right? So, police are once again seeking your assistance in locating a 14-year-old student of Marlmount in St. David. Now, according to a police report, Jasmine Baptiste left her home on Saturday, since Saturday 12th February, and has not returned since. Now, she was last seen, according to police, wearing a green and yellow vest, blue short pants, and a pair of gray Nike slippers. She's about 5 feet, 3 inches in height, slim built and brown in complexion. Anyone seen Jasmine Baptiste or has any information about her whereabouts, you are asked to contact the St. David's Police Station at 444-6224, Police Emergency at 911. You can also call the police hotline, in fact, at 444-1958, or to make it even easier, you can call the nearest police station, but I think 911 is sufficient. Just call them and tell them ting, 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 ting. Yeah, Zan? So, yeah, boy, another one again. Missing, another teenager. At one point in time, it would have seemed that this thing has died down. But then listen, children, whatever it is, talk to somebody. Talk to a family member, whatever it is. A teacher, a friend. Talk to somebody. Because when we put this out there, it says very little, but still so much. It is left up to people's interpretation and speculations. You don't want that. As students, as young girls, you don't want that. You don't want your friends talking about you were up on, your picture was up on Mikey Live. You don't want that. You don't want your friends talk about they hear your name in the news. You don't want when you walk through the school compound that people looking at you. You don't want to be reminded by this when somebody Googles your name 10, 15, 20 years from now. When you become the president or owner of your own corporation or business. This is not what you want. So whatever the situation is, think about it. It might be rough, but there could be another way. Because you're going to end up in the police hand anyway. You will end up in the police hand anyway. Well, then go and talk to the police. If it's a problem you're having at home, talk to the police. Because listen, when you run, that's where it leads. Police come and pick you up. You understand what I'm saying? So let me think it through now. You understand? But I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm just using her situation or just the fact that we're reading this out now to speak to other people who might be thinking about, or for whatever reason, might go missing. If it's for that reason, think about it. I don't know what it is with her. And I said, and again, so little is said, but so much will be perceived. The perception. You understand? All right. Let's hope that she returns home safely. As what 99.99999% of them do. Yeah? Okay. All here. We're moving on. Now, the Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, CARICOF, says for the 3-month period March to May, a persistent, I'm waiting for information and I hear pling, so I have to, forgive me if I look at it. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, so this is just information relating to the fire, but still no confirmation. Okay, so we're still waiting for confirmation. All right. So the Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, CARICOF, they are saying that for the 3-month period, March to May, a persistent weak La Nina pattern is expected to transition to near neutral conditions during the upcoming season, which may drive increasing uncertainty into the seasonal rainfall forecast. Now, La Nina refers to the periodic cooling of the ocean surface temperatures in the central and eastern central equatorial Pacific. Now, typically, La Nina events occur every 3 to 5 years or so, but occasionally can occur over successive years. Now, in its latest edition of the Caribbean Climate Outlook newsletter, CARICOF said that the uncertainty points the MAM rainfall and wet day forecast towards climatology across most of the region. However, they say a small increase in wet spell frequency is expected for the Eastern Caribbean, which could lead to marginal flash floods and soil erosion potential in Belize and the islands through March, and extreme wet spells for the region are not expected to feature prominently during the upcoming season. Now, it said that short-term drought up to the end of this month is evolving in the United States Virgin Islands and St. Martin, and may develop or continue in Barbados, Dominica, the Dominican Republic, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Southwest Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent. CARICOF said long-term drought up to the end of May is evolving in the Aruba, Bonaire and Curacao, Antigua, parts of Belize, Dominica, Guadeloupe, Martinique, St. Martin, St. Lucia, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and might possibly develop or continue in the northern Bahamas, Barbados, western Cuba, the Dominican Republic, southern Puerto Rico, St. Kitts, Trinidad, and St. Vincent. Now, I take notice that it speaks of a lot of places like St. Vincent and Trinidad and Tobago. We were right in the middle of that, but there was no mention of Grenada. So I'm guessing that you, for yourself, would need to think, based on the outlook that they're explaining here, and imagine how these will affect Grenada based on its close proximity to the islands and the way the climate is expected to be affected there. All right. Now we move on. The next thing that we have to tell you about, as we hinted to it yesterday, derelict vehicles. Vehicles that are dysfunctional and are parked on the side of the road. Their removal is ahead. The national campaign was launched today. And according to Superintendent Randy Connaught, who's the officer in charge of the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, he's saying that the stakeholders have a lot of work to do, but public buying is critical for the successful execution of this campaign. He was speaking at this morning's lunch, which was hosted at the ministerial complex earlier on today.
This project cannot be restricted to the partners tasked with executing this initiative. And I must say and impress upon everyone, as citizens, we must embrace this national project. And we are all stakeholders and beneficiaries of this project. And already we have heard on many radio programs and maybe on social media, the public outcry of having to deal with those vexing issues created by those derelicts along the public roadway. So we are appealing at this stage that public buy-in is critical to us realizing this objective. And I am assured, based on all of the feedback that I would have gotten in the past and the sentiments expressed, I think that we are on track and we are moving towards having a successful project with the support and buy-in from the general public.
Now, he is saying that this has been a vexing issue for a very, very, very long time. And he also explains some of the challenges that these vehicles present.
You would also appreciate that the issue of derelict vehicles has for many years, as I said, has been a vexing issue and a public outcry. In the recent past, the police, as I said, hinted to moves to getting these operations on the way, and successfully so. Now we can do so with this collaborative effort. We have been assisting by way of our legal obligations with the Ministry of Health's move to have full enforcement of the public health, the waste management regulation, that is Act 16 of 2001, and these deals specifically with the issue of tagging and removal of derelict vehicles. Further, and foremost to our mandate, the Traffic Department has that responsibility to ensure that the public thoroughfare remains free of obstruction, and those derelicts in and of itself, poses daily challenges to commuters and also heightens the risk and the prevalence of some of the accidents that we see occurring. So in addition to the myriad of problems that we face on a daily basis, derelicts stands almost at the top of the table. And then in eating away that chunk of the elephant, obviously, it gives us greater leverage to attack the other areas that are most concerning also. We must take into consideration the present count of serviceable vehicles on the public roadway. And from the last count, it was just about 50,000 serviceable vehicles. Now, this does not take into account the other vehicles that are not serviceable and have been broken down, stashed in a garage, or even, again, on the side of the public roadway. You may ask the question about roadside garages. While this is not a subject being discussed today, but this is another issue that will be attended to in a not too distant future. So there are some wider law enforcement concerns which, of course, I would like to highlight. And they're not just limited to those that I'm speaking here to. But before I get to that, I just want to actually bring something into further context here. Our standard road size across the width is approximately 16 feet, and that's the standard road size. You would find them much wider in certain areas, maybe going into the Point Salines area. And do the calculations here. The width of a fire truck is 8 feet. I did the measurements to confirm this morning. The standard size of a regular vehicle, 5 feet 4 inches. Standard size of an ambulance, 6 feet 2 inches. And you do the calculations and you subtract the space that is being occupied by a derelict vehicle on the roadway and a fire appliance having to move through a community. And in speaking with the fire officers, because I did a little bit of research, and it has been just too many occasions where the fire truck had to stop, or the movements towards a fire or some other emergency call has been impeded by a derelict vehicle. There are communities that just jumps off the front of my head now. I don't want to name any community. It's not a shaming process, but the situation is not connected to any one region or segment of the island. It is widespread, and this is something that each and every one of us as citizens can relate to. So this is a move that requires all on sundry, and this is the direction that we will proceed in.
Thank you very much. Now, Alan Gilbert, Integrated Resource Recovery Manager at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, he was saying that they are looking into not just collecting all these vehicles and putting them in one spot and dumping them, but they are thinking about how they can use these old or derelict vehicles and recycle them. So it's not just to throw away, but find other uses for these old vehicles. He also pointed to initial comments from the police were talking about getting rid of those vehicles and how some of these initiatives came about.
Sometime in about November of 2021, I saw on social media a post about the police engagement with bringing in a tow truck and doing some cleanup of derelict vehicles. And persons were asking, what happens with the vehicles after they're cleaned up or moved to one location? Would it not cause another environmental and public health issue? And when I saw the post, I had no choice than to respond. And I indicated that we also have an initiative and we could help in that aspect. And so a young guy from the ministry reached out to me, and within a matter of days, we had some collaborations, and we had an initial meeting right here in this conference hall. And collaborations began, a committee was formed, we started planning, and instead of one or two projects, we now have a collaborative effort to see the national, which is called the National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Project.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, as we move on, we can tell you that from the World Health Organization, they are saying that the COVID pandemic has taken a dire toll on mental health. They are also indicating that cases of anxiety and depression has swelled by over 25% globally. In a fresh scientific brief, the World Health Organization also found that the COVID-19 crisis had in many cases significantly impeded access to mental health services and raised concerns about increases in suicidal behavior. The brief, which was based on an umbrella review of a vast number of students, determined that the world saw a 27.6% increase in cases of major depressive disorder in 2020 alone. During the first year of the pandemic, there was also a 25.6% hike in cases of anxiety disorders worldwide. So you might have had those feelings and so on, and you think that you are a unique case. 25% is a lot. COVID-19, the pandemic, not just the when people contracted, but the whole pandemic itself took a toll on many of us, every one of us. Some of us might be stronger than others, or some of us might have had more worries than others. So it may have affected you and still continues to affect you mentally. That's okay. Nothing wrong with you. You're normal. Because there are a lot of people going through it with you too. You know? So don't feel like something really wrong with you. You're not strong enough. You're not tough enough. You're not resilient enough. No, that's not the case. You are normal. It is affecting people around you just the same way. Some are willing to talk about it, while others aren't. Some are finding ways of dealing with it, while it might be harder for some. Yeah? If you need to talk to somebody, or if you just need to, burn it out, whatever you think is necessary. But just know that you are not alone. And the World Health Organization is confirming that. Olio, Roshabai, fighting rages in Ukraine. There's Russian troops, they claim the city, they come down in helicopters, paratroop and bombs and rockets and so on. And they claim one city and they are moving to surrounding, I think it's about 40 miles of war vehicles to surround the city, the main city. What is Russia's end game? Some say Putin has the idea of installing a government, installing his own leader over there. Hey! Oh God, oi. Listen, I don't know. But the West is responding with more and more sanctions. And Putin is seemingly ignoring those pressures. Well, for now, you could do that. But eventually, it will start hitting home. And that is why probably the West continues to respond in the way that it is. They're not going in to fight, but they're imposing sanctions that will cripple Russia's economy. And hopefully the people of Russia would force Putin to stop. Because on whose behalf is he invading Ukraine? You understand? Who gives him the authority to? Is it the people of Russia? Did he give himself the authority? You know? Some will say that our business. How could it not be our business? How could it not? It's not happening by us, but it's our business. You understand? Because we will in some way, oil and so the prices will be affected. You understand? Diplomatic relationships between countries and so on will be affected. Allied countries and so on, friendly countries to Ukraine and allied countries with Russia and those who are opposing each other. You know, well, they're not necessarily opposing each other. It might just be their position and how they respond to the crisis there can cause diplomatic fallouts, and that may have implications for allied countries. You know, we are not living in isolation, so it is our business. You know, it is. Anyway, family. Let me take a quick break here, Papa, and come back with the national report and the weather. Some of what will share the business yet. Go ahead and share the thing. We're coming back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedon, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority, opening Saturday, 12 February, 7 p.m. at the Trade Center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches, every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedon, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Cards ready, cash, ready when you are.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Government joins forces to organize national derelict vehicle cleanup campaign to enhance health and road safety. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, March 2nd, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Government, through the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, will partner with stakeholders to clear the nation's roadways of derelict vehicles to improve free movement for road users. The National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Campaign was officially launched on Wednesday. This project is a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities, Transport and Implementation, the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Royal Grenada Police Force, and the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. Alan Gilbert, Integrated Resource Manager at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, said various locations have been identified to process derelict vehicles for export.
We will collect derelict vehicles and we will take them all to multiple locations. Those locations we will call processing depots. We have identified some suitable locations, but and agreements are still forthcoming. And we've spread them out through the island. So we'll have short, hopefully under 10-mile journeys to these depots. At those depots, we'll have the stripping of the vehicles. They will be baled into cubes and then transported to a strategic location for placing in containers. And then they will be exported for recycling, smelting, and using for other new products.
He added that the aim of the project is to improve Grenada's road access by removing the vehicles which are health and traffic hazards.
We expect to see significant improvement to the free movement of traffic, including prevention of accidents. We expect that there will be improvement to the free movement of pedestrians and prevention of potential life-threatening injuries where such derelicts have sharp parts and protrude in the way of users. Other benefits of the project include reduction in roadway hindrances to emergency vehicles, and I think this is also critical, and equipment such as fire trucks, ambulances, utility vehicles, and name it. And that would allow for improved access to communities in the event of emergencies such as fires, etc.
Superintendent Randy Connaught, officer in charge of the traffic department, encourages citizens to embrace this project as it will enhance road safety.
The traffic department has that responsibility to ensure that the public thoroughfare remains free of obstruction, and those derelicts in and of itself, poses daily challenges to commuters and also heightens the risk and the prevalence of some of the accidents that we see occurring.
Individuals are encouraged to provide information where derelict vehicles are located and make requests for their removal by calling the hotline 439-2019, which will be activated on March 28th. Heads of state and government of the Caribbean Community and the Central American Integration System will seek to strengthen relations in the face of multi-dimensional challenges when they meet for the 4th CARICOM SECA Summit in Belize on Thursday. The summit is expected to adopt the joint declaration of San Pedro with commitments to strengthen foreign policy consultation, actively collaborate on socio-economic development matters, including tourism, trade and investment, and strengthen cooperation in climate change and public health, among other matters. The heads are also expected to sign a revised CARICOM SECA plan of action adopted by foreign ministers of the two regions last month, which highlights specific areas for joint dialogue and commitment to implementation, evaluation, and follow-up. The summit immediately follows the 33rd intersessional meeting of CARICOM heads of government. Continuing the news, Grenadian Ambassador to the Holy See, Her Excellency Akima Paul Lambert, says Grenada must harness the power of the diaspora to increase its institutional capacity. Paul Lambert, who recently paid a visit to Grenada, said there are thousands of Grenadians in the diaspora who are capable of contributing to various sectors, which will in turn boost economic development. The diaspora has played a significant role in Grenada's recovery from COVID-19 through the donation of health supplies, sanitization solution, and equipment. Her Excellency commended Grenadians in the diaspora for their support over the years and encouraged continued assistance for the development of the economy.
Your role is crucial given the extent of our ambition. Over the years, you have all supported Grenada's economy with the remittances, the barrels, the boxes, the donations. The effect is tremendous, and we are grateful. But we need to dial up. There is no reason why we cannot harness the power of the diaspora in a similar way for the future, for other projects in this country. I've been working myself to get an initiative off the ground, Send Skills Home, where we can encourage our Grenadians who live in the diaspora to donate not just money and barrels and boxes, but their time, whether it be through a child therapist in Canada delivering weekly counseling service to local schools, a nurse in New York donating a few days of service to the General Hospital whilst on vacation, or an IT specialist in Germany offering security system upgrades to government systems. If we can leverage this approach for the benefit of our country, our institutional capacity will increase tenfold.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Earth is getting hotter. Sweltering heat waves, volcanic eruptions, storms, and rising sea levels are destroying our lives and livelihoods. Greenhouse gases, driven by our energy needs, help drive global warming up. Join the conversation on building resilience against climate change with Ruana Haynes, Director of Climate Analytics Caribbean, Professor Michael Taylor, Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology at the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies in Jamaica, and Cletus Springer, Chairman Designate of the Caribbean Natural Resources Institute. Thursday, March 3rd at 8 p.m. Barbados, 7 p.m. Jamaica. I'm David Ellis, your host, inviting you to join us on this station or online to learn how we can protect our region.
Welcome back. Contractors on the Mount Kuma Bypass Road are holding to their May 2022 completion date for the project. Work on the road from Bolio in the St. George Northeast End involves construction of 3,000 feet of asphalt road, box and slipper drains, retaining walls, and a bridge that connects with the Grenville Vale Road. During a visit on Tuesday, site supervisor with Gilbert and Partners, Angelo Gilbert, said his team is undertaking final excavation work on the width of the road along with elevation of the road itself from the Bolio end.
We have construction of a railing for public safety. Road safety officers cleaning the road all day, especially during times of rain, so that people don't slip and slide and fall.
You said that you all are in process of ensuring that you get the width and so of the road. We know that you'll be changing the entrance and the exit of the road. What sort of width are we looking for?
Well, the width of the road itself would be 20 feet, but we are excavating a right of way of 30 feet.
And it will be 20 feet with this new inclusion here. This section is 20 feet as well, or the existing?
The existing road is probably just about 14 feet. That would be demolished and widened to 20 feet. In this entrance, it will be widened to allow vehicles to exit and access easier.
The site supervisor says engineers have taken into consideration the concern that the entrance and exit are near a corner.
The road will be constructed in a way that you have high visibility. So coming down, you could see everything coming up, you could see everything coming down. When you're entering, you could see everything already. So you're working on having a good line of sight for drivers.
Your projected scheme of things, when can one expect to see, the actual paving and stuff, the next phase?
Within the next week, we'll be starting to construct drains. So I would say the project should be completed by May.
The Mount Kuma Bypass Road will serve as the main thoroughfare when work commences on the Willis Main Road and on the Molyneux land slippage area. Finally, in the news, ensuring that the non-banking financial institutions are stable and Grenadians' investments in these institutions are protected continues to be the main focus of GAFIN. The Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, is assuring the public that it continues to monitor and keep oversight of the institutions, especially as the local, regional, and global financial economies are affected by challenges like COVID-19. GAFIN was established in 2007 by an Act of Parliament for the regulation of the non-bank financial sector, which includes credit unions, pension schemes, and other financial services. CEO Dennis Felix says they are all about protecting the assets of those who invest in these institutions.
It's a combination of actions on our part that leads to protection, and it is important for us, and not just for us, but for the financial system as well. It is important that we get compliance. So we strong on progress. So if, for example, we do an on-site inspection at an institution, we analyze our findings, we make recommendations, we would proceed to do follow-up visits, follow-up monitoring to assess progress. And usually, I would want to see things that we get very good responses from the respective institutions.
Mr. Felix says GAFIN has been receiving the general cooperation of all entities under its watchful eye and believes once there is a continuance in the strengthening of regulatory oversight measures and the strengthening of the institutions themselves, there will be greater protection of people's investments.
If the financial institution is performing well, then it means that the citizens are there who place the investments in whatever institution, whether it be insurance companies or credit unions. We can assure you that there's a high level of protection in those institutions because we know what's going on in those institutions. We're able to respond to issues in a timely manner, and we believe that compared to the period prior to 2007, the institutions that we supervise are in a lot better place. And so I think all of that leads to increased confidence in the financial system.
That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, March 2nd, recapping the top story. Government joins forces to organize National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Campaign to enhance road and health safety. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS News team. And so now we want to take a look at the weather, see what it's like for tonight and tomorrow. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with few light isolated showers. The minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius, winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. And for Thursday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with few light isolated showers. Maximum temperature for Thursday 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters. Small craft advisory is in effect. And so that is the weather report. By the way, for tomorrow, the sun is expected to rise at 6:23 a.m. and set at 6:18 p.m. And so let's say hello to a few people who are currently tuned in. We talk about those of you on the big screen. All right, we're talking about those of you who are on YouTube. Quite a number of you. Ezran. What will be epic, Ezran? It's Clovey, Shireen, Saraya, my mom, who else is there? Velma, and Greens 473. What are y'all talking about will be epic? Tallman. What are you guys talking about? Calvin and everyone else on YouTube, hello to you guys. I see you guys. I don't like to not know what's going on. What are you guys planning? Those of you who are on YouTube, blessings again. On Facebook, the usual suspects, hello to you. We talk about Charmaine, Shireen, Adonna, Praise and Worship, Elise, I said Adonna, Diala, hello to you as well. Hazel, and Ventress, hello to you as well. Okay. Wendy Ann, how are you, Wendy Ann? I see you there. Lintana and Mom and Josephine, hello. Hello. And Charmaine and everyone else, man. Top of the night to you. God bless you and your family. So we touch base tomorrow, God's willing. Bermuda, blessings. We're going to have a special program tomorrow. And we are going to be talking about relationships. And we'll have guests, Jacqueline City Burke with us. All right. And we're going to have Mr. Arthur Pear as well with us. And we're talking about relationships, right? Red flags in relationships and so on after the news. So we're going to split the program in two tomorrow. We're going to talk first of all about the news, and then after the news, we're going to talk about relationship matters, all right? Very serious business. So folks, look forward to that tomorrow, God's willing. Very important program. All right, Bermuda, tell people, Kieran and Glenda. All right, take care, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care.